In this video, we're going to talk about variable radius fillet and hold line fillets. Variable radius fillets can be easy to set up. It's the second button in this series of buttons at the top. Items to fillet is still going to be an edge, and you can see that you got a couple of boxes for values. So I'll put in value like 5, and I can put in another value at the other end, so I'll put in 10 here. But notice there are some points along the way, and so I can put an additional radius value for this point along the edge. So there's a lot of control that you have over the size of these fillets. In fact, at the end, you can also put in a 0 radius fillet. Now, this type of geometry that comes down to a singular point is typically called degenerate geometry. And there's a reason for that. It's not very desirable in a lot of design situations or in manufacturing because mathematically it can be problematic. It can be difficult to create a shell or an offset from a face like this, and you need to be careful. But this is the kind of thing that you can do, and in some situations, that's a necessary type of approach. Let's look at some of the other options that are available in the variable radius fillet. One of the things that you can do is just enter a number in here, say 10, and set all or set unassigned. And then you can go through the list of the points in this box and see what these values are. Another option is the difference between a smooth transition and a straight transition. If you see the shape here, the outline of the fillet is kind of curved. That's because it's set to smooth transition. If we change that to straight transition, the outline between the points will be a straight line. We'll come back to the setback parameters later, but you can combine a variable radius fillet with a setback fillet. And when you do that, you get a very complex type of fillet that can be difficult to set up and time-consuming as well. All of these other options that we've talked about in previous videos are also valid, including the profile shape. I've created some fillet features that already have these things set up. So let's take a look at the first variable radius fillet that I created in this part. We'll just edit the definition of this, and we see how this has been set up. And it was created with a circular profile. And then what I did was I created a series of planes and took intersection curves on those planes. And so this sketch shows that at each intersection there's an arc. You can see the arc and the center point at each plane intersection. Well, that's great. That's a lot of power. I mean, this isn't necessarily the fillet that you probably need to see, but it's representative of the things that you can do. Then I added a couple of split lines, and a split line is just a sketch that you draw, and then you project it. And if we roll this back, you project that sketch onto a face, and you split the face into two separate faces. And I did that on both the top and the bottom face. So I've got edges around the main straight edge, and these were just created randomly with a spline. And then a fillet was created. Now, we haven't gone over face fillets yet, but that's what this fillet is. If we edit the definition of this, this is a face fillet, and you select the blue face, which is on one side of the edge, and then the pink face, and that's on the other side of the edge. And then under fillet parameters, one of the options is hold line. Rather than making it symmetric or asymmetric or assigning a chord width, we assign a hold line. And the hold line is the hold lines are selected in this box. The hold line in this case are these two edges that were created by the split line. So these are the edges between which the fillet has to fit. And you can see by looking at it that these are not going to be your average symmetrical fillets. They're controlled directly by the split lines that you've put into the model. And when I use the planes and the intersection curves, these are the curves that you get. And these are clearly not arcs. They're splines, and sometimes they're longer on one side, sometimes they're much longer on one side. And sometimes they kind of approximate arcs. The hold line fillet option is just another way to create a variable radius fillet. But instead of using numbers to create it, you've used actual split line edges used as hold lines. Since we're talking about hold line fillets, I've got a couple of additional examples to show you. Let's walk back through the rollback bar. And we've added a split line around this vertical pipe. And we're going to add another split line around the base. And in this example, what we're trying to approximate is some sort of a weld that's not necessarily clean and smooth on all sides. Maybe it's a little bit variable as the weld goes around. And the way that fillet is set up is exactly the same as the other hold line fillets that we've done, except we're making sure that the faces that we select are to the outside of the hold lines rather than the inside of the hold lines. We selected the pink and blue faces, fillet parameters set to hold line. The edge on the top and edge on the bottom is selected. Now you don't have to select hold lines on the top and the bottom. It could be one or the other, or both. And the profile on these needs to be set to curvature continuous. If you set this to circular, it's going to fail because you can see that these profiles are not circular. That's one thing that needs to be pointed out. When you're creating double hold line fillets, you need to use the curvature continuous option and say okay on that, and that's how that fillet is created. Now we've got another fillet on the corner here, and then we're creating a crazy fillet that goes around this side. And then the final fillet is again a split line fillet, but this one uses a hold line only on one side. And then the fillet is created. Okay, let's take a look at how that one happened. Face fillet, hold line, single edge. And in this case, we're able to use the circular profile because we only have a single edge controlling it. So this is essentially a variable radius fillet with a circular edge. If you have two hold lines, that's a variable radius fillet with a non-circular profile, or curvature continuous, as it's called here in the interface.